Welcome out to week number 2 of the UBL. My name is CBAD, coach of the Detroit Steelwings, and we are here today taking on my man Johnny and the Oregon Duckletts. If you guys are excited, show some love on that like button down below. If you guys are new, feel free to subscribe as well. We got plenty of Draft League content coming your way. Leading up into Crown Tundra, and we got even more, man. I love Draft League content, and I hope you guys do too, especially if you're watching this. Definitely go check out my opponent's side of the battle. Link to their channel will be in the description. And of course, we're doing a full face cam so I can tell you about the merch. Go on ahead and pick up some Detroit Steelwings merchandise while it's available, because you never know when it's just going to poof, go away. Or if you're going to want one for them, we go to playoffs, because we are currently 1-0, looking to take a second win. Last week's game was very, very close. It was the closest 1-0 I've ever had. So definitely go check that out. If you guys have not already, there's a playlist in the description. You guys can check out the draft analysis, my week 1 battle, and keep up to date if you guys are watching this after the fact with the future battles. So we definitely have our work cut out for us this week. We do have some good responses to his team. So we do need to keep in mind that some of these sets may be unorthodox, and we need to kind of play around with that. So if you guys are new, I do put some text in post-production so you guys can skip on ahead right to the Wi-Fi battle. The link to that is also in the description if you want to click on that timestamp. I always recommend you guys watch the battle though, so that way you guys understand what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it, because it is pretty informative. So that way you guys understand my sets versus his sets, what I expect him to bring. That way if something catches me off guard, you guys aren't like, why didn't you expect that? Because I'll probably explain why I didn't expect it in the team builder. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support on each and every one of the videos here on the channel. You guys rock. All that being said, hope you guys enjoy. You guys are going to start to see some teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team that consists of Urshifu Rapid Strike, so it's the water fighting type, Scissor, Incineroar, Delmise, Goodra, Orbeetle, Dugtrio, Clefairy, Quagsire, Klefki, and Emolga. Some things to note about my opponent's team are that he did actually, so my team was built originally because he made some, his week 1 team, a few Pokemon changed into week 2, so we kind of built for his week 1 team, like the week 1 Pokemon roster that he had. He made a few changes, so he had to tweak a few things. So if things don't go well, I blame that on myself, really. I built pretty early and didn't take that into anticipation, so that's my own fault. But if we do win, then, you know, so be it. But the 3 Pokemon that he originally had on the build were Shiinotic, Politoed, and Beartic, so I thought it was going to be a Weather War. But he dropped those 3 and actually got Quagsire, Klefki, and Emolga. So now he has a ground immunity. And 2 Pokemon that can kind of help out against sand, with Quagsire just being bulky and Klefki being able to go for Magnetize in front of my Excadrill. So, and set up screens. So we changed a few things on there. Other than that, his only Cleric support on the team is Clefairy. He has a Spinner in the form of Delmise, a Defogger in the form of Scissor, Sticky Webs in the form of Orbeetle, and then 2 Stealth Rockers in Clefairy and Dugtrio. So if I had to anticipate 6 Pokemon to want to show up this week, I definitely think Emolga needs to show up because it is his only ground immunity, and I have an Excadrill, so I think it's pretty necessary. I think Urshifu's going to show up. That thing's absolutely busted, so he's definitely got to bring that. I think Dugtrio can be there as well because it can trap both my Excadrill and my Toxtricity, which it just does incredible damage to. Quagsire can also show up. Quagsire is a pretty good physical wall. Delmise could show up as well to put some good bulky offensive pressure on, as well as provide some hazard support, as well as a spin blocker. And then I think Goodra could show up as well to eat hits from Toxtricity, to eat hits from any of my other special Pokemon like Slowking, things like that. But those are going to be the 6 that I anticipate. He could bring any combination. He could bring Webs. He could bring Scissor. He could bring Klefki as well if it wants to show up. But those are just the 6 that I'm thinking right out the gate are going to show up. So we're going to go ahead and start talking about the team. First Pokemon that we're bringing is Jimmy the Tangler. Jimmy the Tangler. He's rocking his Eviolite with the Regenerator ability. I'm sorry. Giga Drain, Knockoff, Toxic, and Sludge Bomb. We have 252 EVs in HP, 252 in defense, 4 in special defense with a bold nature. This is so we can take every sort of possible hit. This is like the best Urshifu, the best Urshifu counter in my opinion, is Tangela, because we can Giga Drain pretty much freely. Knockoff, Toxic is really nice to wear down Pokemon like Incineroar, Delmise, Goodra, Orbeetle, pretty much everything it's doesn't appreciate a Toxic. Knockoff is great to remove items. Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb are just really nice to have. Giga Drain hits Urshifu, it hits the Dugtrio, it hits the Quagsire. Sludge Bomb is really nice because it just kind of hits everything else pretty well. Scissor, it can kind of set up on us, so we do have another Pokemon to help out with that. But other than that, it's a really, really solid bring this week. It helps up a lot of the physical threats, and I'm super excited. Next Pokemon that we're bringing this week is going to be Aztec the Xatu. She's actually rocking the Rocky Helmet with the Magic Bounce ability. We have Psychic, Heat Wave, Roost, and Teleport. 228 EVs in HP, 196 in defense, 60 in special attack, 4 in special defense, 20 in speed with the Timid Nature. Now, this is a really awesome set because first off, we're not grounded, so we're not bound by Dugtrio's Arena Trap should we get trapped in there. Psychic is really nice to hit the Urshifu. Psychic is also just really nice spammable chip. Heat Wave hits the Scissor, and Heat Wave hits the Delmise as well as the Klefki, so that's always fun to have. Roost is good for the longevity. Teleport is nice because it's a -6 priority switch, so that's always going to be fun. The set that we are bringing, we actually outspeed Jolly Scissor, and then we OHKO max HP Scissor with a Heat Wave. The rest of that is bulked into defense, so that way we can potentially get some chip from Urshifu with our Rocky Helmet. Same thing with the Incineroar or the Delmise or the Orbeetle, depending on the sets. Rocky Helmet's just good to have chip on some of those Pokemon that otherwise might be threatening to our Excadrill, which you guys will see we're bringing later on. But other than that, the speed and the special attack were really the big crafty parts there. And then the HP and the defense just kind of helped us take some hits just a little bit better. The next Pokemon that we are bringing is going to be Shaw the Druddigon. He's actually rocking Life Orb, Sheer Force this week with Dragon Claw, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Stealth Rock. 52 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, 204 in speed with a Jolly Nature. With this set, we are actually outspeeding Uninvested Goodra and Delmise by a few points. We're outspeeding Max Speed Delmise and Uninvested Goodra by just a few points. Life Orb Sheer Force is going to hit that much harder coming off the base 120 attack. Dragon Claw is really nice to spam against his team outside of the Clefairy. Fire Punch hits the Scissor and the Delmise for super effective damage. Thunder Punch, we actually don't really need Thunder Punch anymore now that I'm taking a look at it. Thunder Punch was originally there to help out with the Politoed, so now that I'm taking a look at that, let me see if there's maybe a better move that I could bring on here. Potentially Glare if I wanted to. I know we've got Toxic on the Tangela, but let me take a look because that was the one move that I did not know if we needed. So Clefairy could show up. Clefairy is their fairy type alongside Klefki. We've got the Stealth Rock. Trying to think of another move that we could bring on here. I kind of like Glare. Dragon Claw, let's see. Dragon Claw hits Urshifu. Fire Punch hits Scissor. We could bring Earthquake. Earthquake's not bad. We don't get a grass type move to hit Quagsire, unfortunately. So I'm just taking a look through its moveset right now to see if there's anything else we might want to do here. We could also bring Toxic. We could just bring Dragon Claw, Fire Punch, Toxic, and Stealth Rock. Dual Toxic is not a bad thing, especially if certain Pokemon switch in on this over others. I'm trying to think what would we switch in on this. Probably Klefki or probably Clefairy. So maybe let's do. Let's see here. I know we get Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot's probably a good one to run. Gunk Shot does get Life Orb Sheer Force boosted. We could run. We do also get Iron Head as well. Let me take a look at that calc here. Now that we're going to do this live. We're going to do this live right now. I apologize for doing this so last minute, but it was just one of the few sets that slipped my mind. So if he is running his max defense Clefairy, we probably need Gunk Shot. Let's take a look here. 90 to 107. Oh, that's looking good. That's looking pretty good. I'm going to run Gunk Shot over Thunder Punch there, just so we've got a way to actually hit that Clefairy, because any chip damage on that thing will be good. And then, of course, we've got Stealth Rocks to kind of help wear down some Pokemon as well. Next Pokemon we are bringing on the team, we have Gloxinia, the Grimmsnarl. Gloxinia came in huge for us last week. I'm hoping that he's going to come in huge this week. We're bringing a completely different set. I love this Pokemon already because I feel like it's just drastically different. This week, we're bringing Assault Vest Grimmsnarl with the Frisk ability, Power Whip, Spirit Break, Brick Break, and Fire Punch. We have 252 EVs in HP, 200 in attack, 56 in special defense with an Adamant Nature. With this set, we are 3-hit KO'd by Modest Goodra Sludge Wave, and then we can turn around and do some major damage with the Spirit Break. We had to replace Power Whip for Darkest Lariat for Power Whip, actually, because the Quagsire pickup, but Power Whip does tremendous damage to both Quagsire and Dugtrio should we get trapped. It also hits Urshifu for super effective damage alongside Spirit Break. Brick Break is there. It helps out with Incineroar, and it also does help out should Klefki bring any screens. Fire Punch is nice for good damage against the Klefki, against the Delmise, and against the Scissor as well. Nothing too crazy to say about Grimmsnarl. Next Pokemon to bring in is Ed the Excadrill. He is rocking his Life Orb with the Sand Rush ability. We have Earthquake, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, and Rock Slide. 252 EVs in attack, 44 in HP, 212 in speed with an Adamant Nature. I don't know why I did that out of order, but that's the set that we've got on Excadrill this week. Outside of the sand, we are outspeeding. Let me actually take a look here, because originally we were outspeeding Max Speed Politoed. We're hitting 135, so we probably want to outspeed that Klefki. Let me see if I can hit. I can hit 140, so we're going to move that up so we can outspeed Max Speed Klefki just on the off chance. And then we're going to put 4 more in HP just so we've got. So let's do defense there. Let's go ahead and do defense. So we'll need to redo our Druddigon and our Excadrill sets prior to the match. So now that I'm saying this out loud, post-production Chase has the right set on screen, but now our set is going to be 252 EVs in attack, 4 in defense, 252 in speed with an adamant nature to outspeed max speed Klefki, or potentially a Excadrill, potentially outspeeding that thing if we do have webs up. Or actually with, I don't even know where I'm going anymore. I apologize. I got flustered because we're looking at the team we're supposed to play right now. So, Earthquake, Iron Hit, Rapid Spin, and Rock Slide. Life Orb, max attack, 4 in defense, 252 in speed. We outspeed max speed Klefki. This also in the sand outspeeds Scarf Urshifu. If he brings Scarf Dugtrio or Scarf Emolga, so be it. Because I do not believe we can outspeed either of those in the sand with our current set. Let me just take a look here. He's hitting 255 if he runs max speed Emolga. And we are hitting, well, actually, we are outspeeding. Look at that. We actually are outspeeding +1 Emolga. Are we outspeeding a +1 Dugtrio? I don't believe so. That hits 283 and we're hitting 280. So we need to run Jala if we wanted to outpace Scarf Dougie. So that's fine. I don't anticipate him to bring Scarf Dougie. Probably Sash Dougie, if anything. But Earthquake is really spammable against his team outside of Emolga, quite frankly. His Pokemon that do take it don't appreciate it, especially with a 135 base attack. So we're hitting really hard. Earthquake and Iron Head are both really good stab to have. Rapid Spin in case he does get any sort of webs or rocks up. Rock Slide is there to hit the Emolga, and pretty much that's it. The Orbeetle as well. It can also hit Orbeetle. So that's going to be Ed the Excadrill. And because we have Sand Rush, we do need to bring Sand this week. So we are bringing Chromastone, the Gigalith. He's rocking Smooth Rock with the Sandstream ability. Rest, Sleep Talk, Rock Blast, and Toxic. We have 252 EVs in HP, 92 in attack, 84 in defense, 76 in special defense, 4 in speed with an Impish nature. With this spread, we are 3-hit KO'd by Adamant Scissor with Bullet Punch, alongside 3-hit KO'd by Modest Gudra with the Sand Up. The rest of that is in attack to just do some big boy damage with Rock Blast because it kind of goes unresisted against his team. The Pokemon that do resist it, we don't want to stay in on a second time, but the Pokemon that do want to switch in really don't appreciate a combination of Rock Blast and Toxic. We've got the Smooth Rock, so we get the additional 3 turns out of our Sand. And then we do have Rest and Sleep Talk just for some longevity there to be able to spam some moves and kind of go from there. That is going to be the team. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I am going to cut to where we connect, and I'll be right back. We are here with week number 2 of the UBL. We are taking on the Oregon Duckletts and Coach Johnny GB. You guys are excited? Show some love on that like button down below. And of course, if you guys are new, subscribe for more. Plenty of Draft League content coming your way. If you guys missed the team builder, you guys see the 6 that I am bringing right below me. It's very green this week, I just noticed. Tangela, Zatsu. We've got defensive Tangela, defensive Zatsu, offensive Druddigon, especially defensive AV Grimmsnarl, Life Orb, Sandrush, Excadrill, and then mixed defense Gigalith. You guys see the 6 that I think my opponent is going to bring right below. Emolga, Urshifu, Dugtrio, Quagsire, Delmise, and Gudra. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Of course, don't forget to pick up some merch as well. Always helps to keep the lights on around here so the camera just looks lit up as you watch my face twist and turn throughout the turns of the battle. So thank you guys for all your support on these videos. Really love doing these each and every week with all the different leagues. We're going to cut to team preview, and I'll be right back. So the only Pokemon that we did not get is he's bringing Incineroar over the Emolga, which I'm kind of mildly upset by because I changed from Life Orb, or I changed from Banded Excadrill to Life Orb Excadrill when I saw that he picked up Emolga. So that's where my thoughts are on that. But nonetheless, I don't mind leading off with Zatsu here in case it is like a Sash Dugtrio lead. We're not grounded, so we should be able to switch out if my theory is right, or we just teleport out and don't let any rocks up. But I've got no problem leading off with that. Incineroar could be a good lead for my opponent as well if he wanted to go that route, but we're just going to lead off with what we know and what we expect and kind of go from there. Looking at his team, Excadrill goes in if we can break a Sash on Dugtrio and get a little bit of chip damage off around the team for Life Orb Excadrill to just kind of sweep there at the end. So no sticky web is also a good thing, meaning we don't need to play around with those and try and rapid spin. He leads off with their Shifu, which I've got no problem with again. Here's the thing is that Zatsu does not mind going for a teleport here, especially if he does just want to Surging Strike me right away. I think U-turning is probably his best play, so I'm just going to go for a teleport here. This is not the rapid. This is not the single. This is the rapid strike. So he withdraws. So we're going to be able to get some -6 switching on there. And he actually goes out into Gudra. Fine by me. I have a assault vest. What's it called? I have an assault vest thingamabob here, which I do not mind switching in on you. And just click in Spirit Break, really. I don't see anything on his team that appreciates the Spirit Break. So Spirit Break followed up into some other moves could be pretty beneficial for us as well. We're going to frisk and see that it is also Assault Vest, which is good for us. And I am, again, just going to toss off that Spirit Break here. His Fairy Resist is not here this week, which is good. I guess well, it's neutral against the Incineroar. So if he goes out into Quagsire, we're faster. If he goes out into Delmise, depending on the set, we can also be faster. So let's just kind of play around and see what he wants to do here. We're 3-hit KO'd by Modest Sludge Wave, and we know it's choice specs, so we don't need to worry too much there. Goes out into Quagsire, so we can actually Spirit Break into Power Whip this. Cool beans. We do get a special attack drop, and we see leftovers, so we know it is not the Rindo Berry. I'm just going to go right for this Power Whip. We miss our Power Whip, which is huge, and he goes for a Toxic and misses. Okay, so that's fine by me. That is fine by me. What I will do now is go out into my... I will go out into my Xatu here in case he decides to go for something that appreciates a Power Whip. Incineroar could be a decent switch into this thing, but I really just don't want to get Toxic on Grimmsnarl. So we revealed that, which is unfortunate because... like, it's a fair trade. So I missed a 85% accurate move. He missed a 90% accurate move. So we can't really be too mad about that. I'm just going to go right back out into Xatu and try to Magic Bounce that Toxic back. Let's see what draws. Probably going out to the Incineroar. There's the Incineroar. Okay. So I've got a Gigalith right here. And we do see that it is the Intimidate on the Incineroar. Let me see here. I probably want to keep this thing around. So I've got no reason not to go out into... let's just go out into Gigalith here. We'll set it up. If he knocks off, that's okay. That's okay. Darkest Lariat, best case scenario, but or close combat like low kick could be pretty painful as well. But let's see what he's got. He's got Darkest Lariat, so we are able to actually keep around our stuff. That is going to be doing a hefty chunk of damage. 132. My goodness. Incineroar. Let's just take a look here. So that did about 31%. So he is adamant, and we can live a close combat. So I've got no problem just tossing off a Toxic right here. Potentially want to keep this thing around, potentially not. He may like his pivot. If he's got the close combat, it does 48 to 58. He withdraws, so we're going to get a good Toxic off on something, which is going to be the Doug Trio. Unfortunately, we're trapped right here, so Rock Blasting might have been a better play. But we do break this thing sub. Or this thing sub. We do pop a Sash here. So I've got nothing to stress about there. In a perfect turn of events, I go for a Rock Blast here. Somehow get a crit, and as he goes for Rocks. But he probably is just going to take advantage and go for Earthquake. Yep. That is going to knock me out. Dougie KO's Gigalith. So, don't think the crit mattered. Don't think that mattered too much. I have... let's see here. I'm going to go out into Excadrill here. I'm going to go on Excadrill because I wonder if you're Scarfed. So I want to confirm that here. Oh, he's got Arena Trap. That was a bad idea on my part because if he's Scarfed, I lose Excadrill right here. So we are just going to click Life Orb Earthquake. He withdraws. Okay, so he is not Scarfed. As Delmise comes out. Decent damage. More defensive. More defensive. I want to keep Grimmsnarl healthy. We see leftovers as well on the Delmise. Okay. So Tangle is a great pivot here. Tangle is a fantastic pivot here to take all those fun hits. then I can probably switch around back into Incineroar, because if we can keep knocking down this, Delmise, that'll be pretty good for Excadrill to clean up afterwards. He's got Poltergeist on that thing. Okay. I'm about to get attacked by my Eviolite. We take that pretty nicely. And now what I'd like to do, so I'm running out of... Now the Gigalet's gone, Incineroar is kind of a little bit of a problem here. I think Incineroar is going to be his play. I don't think he wants to stay in here. I am just going to click Toxic here and put Incineroar on a timer if that is the case. Okay, good. So we Toxic this thing, so that's fine by me. Let's see what else he's got. Anchor Shot. Okay. So he's going to trap. So he's got a lot of trapping this week. He's got a lot of trapping this week. So we're going to get some sand damage and some toxic damage off on this thing. And then I can just go for a knockoff here to make sure its recovery is gone. At some point, we're going to be able to get some regenerator back, though. So he needs to kind of knock me out here quicker than can be. He might actually knock me out sooner now that I'm taking a look at that damage that he's putting out. Let's go on ahead and knock off. He withdraws, which is best case scenario for us because now we're going to get the items off on Incineroar. Probably boots. Chocoberry. Okay, so that's good news for Excadrill. And then what I will do is just go out in the Dredagon here. Because he doesn't have many Dredagon answers other than Quagsire. So a Dragon Claw will go pretty far. He Darkest Lariats. So we know he's max attack adamant. That's going to do some good damage. That's actually doing more damage than I wanted it to be honest with you. That is doing much more damage than I wanted to. So I'm going to go out into Grimmsnarl here to take that next Darkest Lariat. That thing is hitting hard. If he goes for another one, we'll be able to take that. We quad resist. And then what I can do here is just Brick Break for some more damage. Oh, he's got Will-O-Wisp on this thing too. Oh my god, what a great set. What a great set, man. Okay, so we're unfortunately running out of ways to hit this thing. Oh boy, we're in trouble here. We're in trouble here. I'm gonna Brick Break again. As he withdraws. Okay. He withdraws and goes out into Delmise. Unfortunately, we can't hit that thing. He's going to get his leftovers, but he also gets toxic damage. I don't want to get Anchor Shot, quite frankly. I think going Zatsu might be a good play here because he tries to trap me. Let's go Zatsu. We'll get some Rocky Helmet damage on that as well. We can take that Anchor Shot, get some Rocky Helmet damage, then go for a Heat Wave. Oh, he withdraws, actually. Okay. He withdraws and goes out into Incineroar. That was a really good read on his part. We're a little faster. So he's going to go for Darkest Lariat again. We can take one of those, right? Let me check. We cannot take one of those. Plot twist. So we're going to go back out into our... Oh, boy. Grimmsnarl. This is not looking good for the boy. We're going to go back out into Grimmsnarl on that. Because there's the Darkest Lariat come off. So I don't know if he'd want to stay in to keep wearing this thing down. I think going for like a Fire Punch is a good play here. If the Delmise comes back in. Because this thing is providing pretty good support. I think you'd want to keep it healthy. He withdraws. Does he go back on the Delmise? He goes Gudra. Okay. So we're going to Fire Punch. Let me get a burn. Here's the Gooey. Any damage on this thing is going to be really nice for our team. So I'm just going to go for a Spirit Break here. Any damage overall is going to be nice for Excadrill. We still have Tangela healthy to help out with Dugtrio and Urshifu. We still have Tangela healthy to help out with Quagsire as well. So Tangela's going to have... Jimmy's going to have the weight of the world on his back. Jimmy's going to have the weight of the world on his back here. Let's Spirit Break this thing. We know he's gooey, so we're not afraid to toss off the Giga Drains and whatnot. And he's got the Sludge Wave. Okay, so we can take one of those. We can take one of those and get a good Spirit Break damage off. Good chip. Good chip. Any chip is good chip. And we do get a special attack drop as well. He can probably knock us out here pretty nicely. Yeah, I think we stack. I think Grimmsnarl goes down here. Let's go on ahead and toss off another Spirit Break here. He goes for the Earthquake, so I guess he predicted the Excadrill there. So it's good that we're getting to know more of his stuff. I think because he's mixed, I don't think he's going to be faster than Druddigon, though. So, Gudra KOs Grimmsnarl. Let's go on ahead and bring in Druddigon here. And let's go for a big ol' Life Orb Sheer Force Dragon Claw. He could have a little bit of speed. I think because he's mixed, he might be minus speed, though. He is not minus speed. Okay, so Gudra's going to KO me, too. Gudra KOs Grimmsnarl, or Druddigon. All right. That's unfortunate. I could go Excadrill and wrap. I think I got to go. Let's go Xatu. We got to go Xatu here and try to do some stuff because that Quagsire is still too healthy. I'm going to switch in Excadrill on potentially like the Incineroar double. As he goes for Thunderbolt. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm not trying to take the... I gotta figure out how to... So I can knock this thing out with Earthquake right now. But then Dugtrio comes in. Let's go out. So we've seen Sludge Wave, Earthquake, Thunderbolt. Let's go out into Tangela here. Let's see if he tries to keep this thing around. As he withdraws. Okay, so we made that good play there. As he goes out into Quagsire. So I don't think Quagsire wants to stay in against me. I think he would go Incineroar here. And I think I need some damage off on Incineroar. So what I'm going to do is just Sludge Bomb. Let's try to Sludge Bomb that Incineroar on the switch here. He stays in. Oh, man. That's huge. We snag a crit. Does he go for Toxic here? Probably does. There's the Toxic. All right. So, unfortunately, Tangela is Toxic now. Giga Drain would have been so good there. Oh, I could have KO'd this thing, and then Excadrill would have been in a great spot. Let's see. So I need Tangela for Urshifu and Dugtrio. I need Zatsu around. Zatsu's becoming more expendable. I'm going to try to Giga Drain here now in case he stays in. Chip damage on Incineroar is going to be nice. He withdraws. I could have switched there, but... All right, here comes the Incineroar. He gets the Intimidate off. That's fine. We outspeed this with Zatsu. So we could get some sort of damage off here. He'll probably go for a dark move. Incineroar. Darkest Lariat. Darkest Lariat does not KO us, and we're actually out of range of a Flare Blitz too. I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb here. There's the Flare Blitz. Actually, we're not out of range of Flare Blitz. Oh, but we're going to die to poison. Okay, so we're going to die to poison 100%. I think I need to hope a Life Orb Rapid Spin knocks out this thing. Oh, boy. I think I need to hope a Life Orb Rapid Spin knocks this thing out. I'm going to go for it. Oh, it does. We got a crit. I don't know if that mattered. Excadrill KOs. Incineroar. So now if Urshifu comes in, he 100% has to have like Aqua Jet, right? Here comes Quagsire. Can I knock out Quagsire from this range with Excadrill? Earthquake's doing 50 to 59. I think I have to count on that roll. Either needs to not be max HP, max defense, or I need a high roll right here. We knock it out. That was a crit. I don't know if it mattered. Excadrill KO's Quag. So he went Quagsire first instead of Urshifu. I think I need to assume he doesn't have Aqua Jet, so I can keep my speed against Dugtrio. Let's see against Urshifu. Urshifu's thick, man. Urshifu is thick. Here comes Delmise, actually. The Delmise against Excadrill. Ironhead is probably my best play here. I don't know what to say right now. Excadrill KO Delmise with a crit. I am so sorry, Johnny. I don't know if the 3 back-to-back crits mattered, but holy shit. Okay, so Excadrill picks up 3 KOs. So if we lose, it's closer. You know? Dugtrio comes out. Ironhead is always a good play here. I'm just gonna go for it. And we're going to knock out the Dugtrio. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Some of these crits definitely matter depending on the set. Urshifu. Choice Band. If he doesn't have Aqua Jet, Earthquake is my best play. And then I've got a fully healthy... Zatsu in the back for a Rocky Helmet. So I'm just going to go for the Earthquake here. I might have just choked. Yep, I forgot about it. I forgot about Goodra in the back. I forgot about it. Urshifu. KO's Excadrill. I forgot about it. I should have went right out into Zatsu there. I got ahead of myself there. So I think he still wins this, especially because Goodra is pretty healthy right now. I'm just gonna psychic this. Yeah, that's 100%. I need super luck. I choked because Dugtrio was gone. I could have switched down to Zatsu and saved this. There's the Surging Strikes. He's not banded, so he's gonna take some Rocky Helmet. We'll be able to take that. There's 1, 2. Oh, and he's got the item that lets him survive. He's got the protective pads. There's another crit. I don't know if that mattered. There's gonna be 1-0. Zatsu KOs or Shifu. This is the luckiest match I've ever played. I need to roost in front of this thing and hope I can like wear it down. I don't think he's toxic, is he? He's not toxic, so I need to roost in front of him and just kind of gauge this damage. Wow, this match became infinitely closer and I threw it away. Because I just assumed he didn't go out into Urshifu because of the Aqua Jet, so... He's a protective pads. That's the item that he had on Urshifu. So we'll roost here on the Thunderbolt. That's some pretty damage there. I need to constantly roost. And like hope he just clicks Draco at some point. If I want to win this one. There's the Sludge Wave. Okay. So I think he's gonna go for like a poison chance here. I'll roost again. I can't like gauge it. Because he still has AV, right? I don't think I ever knocked that off. So this is like Psychic's going to be doing abysmal damage. There's another Thunderbolt. So he could very well just Sludge Wave here. I think I got to just go for chip damage and like Psychic right now and like shrug off like every other turn or something. There's Thunderbolt. He wins. Okay. You're just going to pick up another KO, and that is going to be far closer of a 1-0 than it should have been, especially with all those crits. GG to my man Johnny, guys. Go show him some love over there, because it what a hell of a game, man. What a hell of a game. Definitely should have played my Zatsu a little bit better there at the end, but ultimately it would have not have switched into an Aqua Jet into a Surging Strikes and gone from there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Show some love on that like button down below if you guys have enjoyed. Of course, if you guys are new, subscribe for more. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to you all soon. Later.